everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this week's, I know I'm on a roll, this is going to be a whip-in-chat / kitten chat. My boyfriend just sneezed, so if you heard that in the background, I'm so sorry. But today I will be kitting up my next diamond painting, which is going to be, do I have it? Yes, I do. My next kit is Pumpkin Pals from Dreamer Designs. It's these really cute little kitties around some pumpkins, a jack-o'-lantern. I'm very excited to work on this kit. It will be my third kit for the month. I actually just finished my Mandy for October, so you'll be seeing a post review on that soon. I also want to mention that this is the first video that I have filmed since my cat passed away, and I will be talking about that just a little bit later on in this video. It's not going to be like sad fishing or anything. It's just I feel like he deserves to be acknowledged and talked about just a little bit. I won't be going into any like exactly what happened. That's something that I want to keep between my family and him. So if you're triggered by pet loss or anything, I won't be going into details. I'll just more so be talking about Neville himself. So we'll get into that in a little bit. But before I start actually kitting up, I want to share my grand prize for the Claws and Paws event. So hopefully you're kind of seeing the theme here. We have a little cat themed diamond painting. We have Claws and Paws giveaway, and then I'll be talking a little bit about Neville. I don't know that I'm going to kit up this entire project on camera. I just don't know if I have enough to talk about for that long, but we'll see what happens. So yesterday, which was Friday the 13th, I think. Is it the 13th? 14th maybe? I received my package. I actually didn't, okay, so I did open it off camera, because we went to pick up Neville's remains. I'll talk about that again, just very briefly. I don't want to upset anybody, but we got back from that and I was just very upset. I had been crying and I saw this package and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna open this. So I have looked at what's in here, but I still wanted to share it with you guys because I did mention it in my month in review. I had no idea what the grand prize was for the event, but I'm super excited to share with you what I received. So this came from Stephanie, who was one of the co-hosts, and the first thing I noticed were two tubes that were actually wrapped really nicely. I'll show you guys these in a second. But I knew the tubes had to be Lazy River pens, so I ripped right into those. So I'm sorry that you didn't get to see them like wrapped up, but you're still going to love actually seeing them. So there are some stickers. Let's see. Got a little pineapple koala. I love this one. It's really sparkly. Isn't that so cute? I'm gonna have to find somewhere to put this one. I absolutely love it. We have a "You are doing great," "You are super," and "Things will work out," which, yeah, I need to hear that right now. So one of the things in here is we have some cover minders. I do believe that cover minders by Saban, which I believe is how she pronounces it. So I have a cousin named Ruth, and her middle name is Siobhan, which is spelt the same way. But I believe that the owner of this shop pronounces her name with the B, so Saban. And we have these really two adorable cover minders. So we have a little Scotty dog, which hopefully you guys can't hear my boyfriend. I'm sorry, he's playing video games and he's talking to his friend. So you may hear him a little bit, but that's okay. So my dad's sister and her family have actually always raised Scotty dogs. So that's a really cool one to have in my stash. My grandfather also had a Scotty dog that passed away, unfortunately. And then we have this freaking awesome poodle. Look at the, look at the puffball. I've never had a poodle or known anybody that's had a poodle, but very cool. And here is Saban's business card. So they do have an Etsy shop. I have checked it out quite a few times, and she has some really awesome minders. I just haven't made it happen, but I definitely should go check out her shop, and she has some really adorable minders. So I should make a purchase. So excited to have those for my minder collection. Another thing that was in this package is some wax and putty from Randa's Crafty Corner. If you have seen any of my small shop hauls, you probably know that I absolutely love Randa's products. I have quite the collection. We have some stickers, looks like a salad, and a cute, oh my gosh, I love this one, a little kitty cat. We have some candy. So we have the Putty in Cheesecake and Berries. I think I have this one, but that's okay. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Randa's Putty is probably my favorite on the market. I am trying to branch out a little bit and try some new ones, but I always seem to go back to hers. And I'm super excited for this because this is one of her hard and sticky waxes. Sorry, that was totally out of frame. This is in the scent Coffee Cake. Ooh, that smells so good. Now, I do have one of her hard and sticky waxes, but I purchased it during the summer and it came to me pretty melted. Not her fault at all. And I had tried to freeze it, but it didn't really do anything. So I'm excited to try this in a little bit of a cooler climate. I'm hoping it works out a little bit better for me. The other one that I have kind of turned into like a Vaseline consistency, and it was very strange. So I'm excited to have another one of her hardened stickies to try. And then the final two items in this box are two pens, not one, but two pens from Lazy River Wood Turning. Now, I am filming this video on Saturday late afternoon, and last night, Friday, there was a Lazy River pen drop, and I was going for a pen, but somebody got it before me. It was like Starry Sunrise or something. I can't remember what it was. But it was gone before I had a chance, so I was a little bummed. But when I opened this and I was like, two pens? What? So very excited by that. So the first one here, they're both the same like colorway, but the glitters are different and they are turned differently. So it's this really beautiful blue on the bottom. And this one has dog bone glitters. Hoping that the camera picks it up because it's very sparkly, but this one does have, it's packed with some dog bone glitters. So I'm gonna have to find the perfect kit to use this one with. And then this one obviously by far is my favorite, but this one has silver holographic little cats. I'm gonna try to find a couple. Hoping you can actually see them. You know, when you have these glitters packed in, sometimes when you turn the pen, you can lose pieces of it, but you can definitely tell that there are cats in there. Oops, sorry. I'm trying to like look myself and then show you at the same time. So hopefully you can see there's some little cats in there, but this one is so beautiful. I love the turning style on both of them. This one has a little bit of a thicker grip, which is my personal preferred, but I love them both, and I am super excited to have a couple of more Lazy River pens in my stash. So thank you so much to both Laura and Stephanie from Anxiety Art Adventures and Drills Are a Girl's Best Friend for hosting that event, and thank you to Matt, who is the pen turner for Lazy River. He's also Stephanie's husband, for sharing those pens as part of the grand prize. So that is that. I'm going to start kitting up And I am using my Craftmate lockables for this kit. There are like 50 something colors, and this was just the easiest for me to use. I did end up, okay, so this is an older Dreamer Designs kit. It's not one of the new ones. They had some new releases that came out this week, and one of them was this really freaking adorable cat with glasses. I'm obsessed with it. I'm trying to tell myself I don't need it. I'm trying to hold off on purchasing until we have, you know, like the Black Friday sales. I'm wondering if they're going to do like a Halloween sale maybe. So I'm trying to hold off on purchasing. I have not bought anything yet in October in the way of diamond paintings. So I'm like, you're starting out strong. You made it to, what's today, like the 15th without purchasing one. You can make it a little bit longer, but there's that kit. I can't remember the name of it, but I saw the preview and I was cracking up. And then there's 2 Curtis Reikovich new releases that I would love. But again, I'm trying to be a little bit better on my purchases. I've mentioned in my last couple of videos that I pretty much have my plans solidified for the rest of the year. I'm pretty rock solid on the projects that I want to work on. So anything that I purchase right now would be a next year thing anyway. And none of them are limited edition. So I'm trying to hold out. But I am also kind of lacking in the content department. So I always like to keep a couple of videos on reserve in case I can't film. You know, I do work a full-time job, so I don't always have time to film. And now that it's starting to get darker earlier, I don't have as much time when I get home from work. So I pretty much can only film on the weekends. But like today we were doing some house projects. My boyfriend and his dad were doing some things with power tools and it was just too loud to film. So I am kind of behind. I have like 3 post reviews to film. But I am grateful that I did that because I didn't have to film any videos right away after our cat passed away. So I had enough videos lined up. I still have one on reserve that you'll probably see later this week. But I was grateful that I did that, that I didn't have to just pretend everything was okay and film. I was able to just upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday with videos that I had in my like uploaded, I don't know exactly what they call it. So like I had them uploaded to my channel, but they were set as private, so you guys couldn't see them. So I was able to just do the descriptions and not have to worry about it, which was great because let me tell you guys, it has been a rough, very rough, I believe you'll see this on Monday, so it'll be 2 weeks since we've lost Neville. I'm not gonna, like I mentioned, I'm not gonna go into exactly what happened, but we had actually, so my boyfriend's parents have a camp, and we're up there pretty much every weekend in the summer. And the last couple of weekends have kind of been like work weekends. We've been doing some projects. We did go to that, what is it called? That big garage sale I was talking about in one of my recent videos. We actually didn't buy anything, but we did go and that was great. So we were at camp a little later than normal. So I like to come home kind of early-ish, not like early morning, but more so early afternoon on Sundays so that I can get ready for Monday. I can do laundry if we need to do that. I can pick up the house. But that Sunday, this is Sunday the 2nd, we were kind of just, it was a nice day, we were hanging out, doing some projects, getting some stuff ready for the winter, and we didn't get home until later in the day. It was probably 5:30, 6 o'clock maybe, so that's pretty late. And I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna take tomorrow off. I've got stuff I need to do, there's stuff going on, it'll just be easier. So I had decided I was going to take the day off. So Monday morning came around and my boyfriend's alarm went off, and he was kind of like, I've got some stuff I can do. We were having some issues with our heat. Like I said, wanted to do laundry. I actually filmed a couple of videos. I filmed my month in review that morning on Monday. And Monday morning was great. And then, like I mentioned, I'm not going to go into detail about what happened, but both of our cats were fine. They were playing, they were cuddling, and then things took a turn. I'm going to try really hard not to cry, because I'll tell you what, if I start, I won't be able to stop. So all I'm going to say is things were fine, and then all of a sudden they weren't fine. And we spent hours at the emergency vet. Obviously, it didn't go well. We left without Neville. Sorry guys, I'm trying. We left without Neville, and it was just absolutely horrific. He passed a day before his 7th birthday. And I guess, like, I feel like you kind of, I don't want to say you take advantage of cats, but like, statistically speaking, cats just live longer. So I thought I would have, like, you know, at least, I mean, you hear of cats living to be like 19, right? Like, I thought I would at least have years left with him. So to lose him so young, it was just traumatizing. And to lose him the way that we did, was just awful. But the first thing that Steven and I said to each other when we got home was, thank God we were both home. Like, thank God we just, like, what possessed us to just be like, yeah, because we don't often play hooky, right? Like, we're adults, we go to work, we do our job, we own a house, so we need our money, you know? It's not often, especially Steven, it's not often that we're like, yeah, I think I'm gonna take today off. So the fact that we did that and that we were home when this episode started was just like the biggest blessing. And I don't even want to think about what would have happened if I came home from work that Monday and had found Neville. It would have been too late for us to help him. And obviously I would do anything to change the outcome. But if there's a silver lining in this, it's that, you know, because work weeks in the morning, work days in the morning, we're both running around trying to get ready, we're packing our lunch, we're doing this, we're doing that. But that Monday we were home, we hung out in bed for a little bit, we opened the door, the cats came in, our bedroom door, we don't sleep with our cats. We opened the bedroom door, they came in, they were cuddling, Neville was laying with us. Like, if it had to happen, it happened the best way that it could happen. And that also kind of like, kind of also grateful because it happened so quickly. Obviously, like I've said already, I would give anything to change the outcome. But the fact that it happened quickly and, you know, he kind of just didn't really know what was happening, that also brings me peace. The fact that he was Neville right up until the end. Sorry. You know, that also helps put my mind at ease just a little bit. He wasn't in, you know, prolonged pain, and it's an awful situation, but I'm trying to find like I said, trying to find the silver lining. I'm going to pause for 1 second. I'm going to compose myself because I don't want to cry through this whole video, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. It's very difficult. I had pets when I was a kid. We had dogs, we had cats, and I know that we lost them, but I adopted Neville when I moved out. I had my own apartment, I was living by myself, and I just wanted a little companion, and I adopted Neville. He was 6 months old, and we've been through it all. He has quite honestly been an emotional support cat. I know that some people don't like when people refer to their cats or their dogs as their children, but he was my boy. You can come at me, you can challenge me, I will not change my mind. Neville was my cat's son, and your opinion won't change that. You're all very nice, so I know that you won't come at me like that, but I have read things where people are like, oh, I hate when people say that their pets are their kids. You don't know what it's like to have children, and it's like, I'm not saying that my cat is my human child. I'm saying that my cat is my baby, and that's okay. But Neville and I have been through it all. He was a lot like a dog in some ways. Like, he was so in tune with me and with my emotions, and he knew when I was not well. So I'm just really, really gonna miss him so much. I also wanted to say thank you to all of you who have reached out to me, whether it's been here or on Instagram. I know that so many of you understand what it's like to lose a pet. So thank you for reaching out. A lot of you were like, just take your time. You don't have to worry about us. We'll be here. And that's just so nice. So I am very grateful for all of the love and support. Diamond painting really helps me. I don't know. I love that I can just sit down. I sometimes will play a YouTube video, or I'll stream something. Sometimes I won't. I'll just sit here in silence and diamond paint. But I can just turn my brain off, and I have definitely needed to do that recently. And when I diamond paint, it was like the one time where Neville wouldn't be all over me. So like, he would be around. Like, I have a bed for him next to me, next to my drafting table, or he would lay on our spare bed, but it was like the only time he wouldn't literally be sitting on me. So those first few days, it was like the only thing that I felt like I could sit and do without him, you know, without it like being blatantly in my face that he wasn't here anymore. So it definitely has helped me. And the painting I was working on will always have just that little like reminder attached to it, and you know. So we did decide to send him off, and I don't know if I want to like say the word. I don't want to upset anybody. I know it can be triggering. Pet loss can be very triggering. But we did receive his ashes back yesterday. On Friday, I got a phone call, and right after work, my boyfriend and I went up to pick him up. So he is here. I haven't quite decided. We picked out a really nice box for him. There's a spot for a picture. So for now, we're going to keep him. I know it could be considered kind of morbid, but for now, we're going to keep him he wasn't an outdoor cat, so he doesn't have like an area where I would feel comfortable, you know, laying his ashes. I'm not really sure. I am considering having one of those necklaces made, where you can send like a very small amount out to somebody, and I don't know if they like mix it with resin or something and you get like a necklace back, or you can do a bracelet or anything. I think I'm gonna do something like that. So if any of you have done that and you have somebody that you've gone through, please let me know. My sister actually offered to split it with me. She wants to pay for half because it is, you know, it's quite expensive. I did find one on Etsy that's going to be about $100. So my sister is like, I want to split it with you. That's my cat nephew. So I need to do a little more research into that. And I'm not quite ready to do this just yet, but I am starting to think about doing a custom diamond painting. I've never done a custom, and it's not something that I would work on right now, or anytime soon for that matter, but I think I want my first custom to be of him. So I'm definitely open to some recommendations for custom diamond paintings. I know that Dreamer Designs does them, so I'm kind of thinking about possibly going through them. But I would be interested to hear anything that you guys might recommend, if there's a shop that you've tried and had a lot of success with. I have so many pictures that I can't even look at. I was trying to find a picture to add into a video, and I opened my camera roll and it's just all Neville and his little sister Luna, of course, but you know, a lot of pictures of Neville. But it'll get easier over time. It's just it was just so sudden, which, like I said, it's kind of a double-edged sword. I'm kind of grateful that it was quick, for his sake, but I don't know. We have also been talking about getting another cat. Now, it would not be now, but we actually got Luna, our little gray tabby. We got her for Neville. So Neville was an only cat from the time I got him until about 1.5 years ago. We decided to get him a sibling and we got Luna. And it really was good for him. I think cats in pairs is the way to go. You know, like I said, we go away for the weekend in the summer and sometimes in the winter with snowmobiling. So it was just nice to know that he had somebody here. So we're already thinking about Luna. You know, is it fair to keep her as an only cat? She's so young. She's not even 2 yet. She'll be 2 in March, I think. Yeah, March. She was born in March. We got her in May. You know, it's not really fair. She's kind of already showing that she needs a companion. Like, he kept her in check. She just seems to be getting bored while we're at work, and Steven's parents are retired, so they've stopped in and checked on her, just to make sure she's okay. But, you know, we are talking about getting another one. I'm not ready. It won't be until after the holidays for sure, but you know, sometime early-ish next year. I'm interested if any of you have lost pets, whether it be a cat or a dog. If you've lost a companion for one of your pets, how long did you wait to get another one? Like I said, I'm not gonna run out today and go get another one. I just don't have it in me, but I just don't know that it's fair to leave Luna to be an only cat for however long. So I feel like I'm asking you lots of questions today, but you guys are my therapy, so. But other than that, I feel like I'm doing pretty well on my diamond paintings. This is my third kit for October. Oh, I wanted to mention one more thing about the grand prize, and then I'll go back to this topic. So another part of that grand prize for the Claws and Paws event was a $100 donation to a humane society of your choice. It just had to be it's like a, I can't remember the classification, but it's like a 301 something. Anyway, it just basically means that it's non-profit, I believe. So I chose Mohawk Humane Society, which is pretty local to me. It's not in my neighborhood or anything, or I wouldn't be naming it off to you guys. But it is in my general-ish area, and that is actually where I got Neville from. So when I filmed my month in review on October 3rd, I actually mentioned that, and I was like talking about Neville, and it's just so crazy that that afternoon we went through all of that and we lost him. So I'm so grateful to Laura and Stephanie for doing that. It's just, it's, you know, we will definitely probably most likely go through them again. They were great when I adopted Neville through there, so that's probably who we'll go through. We have talked about like going through like getting a full bred. I don't know, we're talking about different kinds. I would love a rag doll, but those don't come up very often in shelters, so it's kind of like when you're going through a shelter, you're just kind of getting what you get, whatever they have. So yes, well, I just wanted to mention that. So thank you for that donation. The timing was, it was just strange how all that timing worked out. But anyway, back to my kits. So this is my third kit for October. My first one was Salem from Dreamer Designs. My second one was Cinderella from Diamond Art Club, which was my Mandy for the month. And then I have this one. And my final kit, hopefully, I'm hoping I can squeeze it in, will be Alley Cat from Diamond Art Club. So when you guys are watching this, it'll be Monday. Tomorrow, Tuesday, I have to work until 9:30 p.m. I work for a school district, talked about this before, and I work in IT, information technology. So we are having what they call a capital vote. So it's where the taxpayers in the district come out and they vote yes or no on renovations to the district building. So we already had our budget vote. That was in May. This is another vote for the taxpayers, but it is a certain amount of money to improve buildings in the district. So when they have these votes, they like to have IT staff members available to deal with any technology issues. So if we use electronic voting machines, so if those go down, anything like that. So I will be working until 9:30 p.m. But I do get comp time, so I'll get an extra day off using that comp time. So that'll be nice. But it's a very long day, and it is a night that I miss out on diamond painting, which is a bummer. But that's okay. So that is a day that I'll lose, but I think I'll be able to still get the 4 kits done that I want. And then next weekend, next Saturday, we have our nieces, my sister's 2 daughters, over for a sleepover. We're gonna have a little Halloween sleepover. We're gonna take them to get some pumpkins so they can carve pumpkins for our porch. I think I might do like a Hocus Pocus movie night. Just get some fun snacks and stuff. It's been too long since I've had them. It's just been, you know, they're older now. They're 12 and 10, so they've got a lot of things going on with school. They do extracurricular activities. My youngest niece does Taekwondo. She just had a competition today and finished 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in 3 different events that she was in. So, you know, they're busy, but I'm excited to have them for a sleepover. They keep diamond paintings here, so hopefully they'll want to do some diamond painting. I'm hoping I'll be done with this kit by then, and I'll be starting Alley Cat. I feel like that'll put me in good position for the month. I'm almost done. I'm going to try to keep talking so I can finish putting this one up. I already took my start photo for Instagram, so I can go ahead and just start working on a section, which I'm excited about. I'm thinking I'll be able to finish this pretty quickly. Like I said, I hope I can finish it before next weekend. But if not, it's not the end of the world. I don't want to say I put pressure on myself, but I do like to be finishing kits, if that makes sense. I feel like it makes me feel good. It makes me feel a little less guilty for, you know, when I purchase things. So I like to be finishing them. I think Salem from Dreamer Designs, which was my first finish, I believe that was my 35th finish for the year. So I've already bypassed what I did last year, which is great. And if I finish all the kits I have planned, it looks like my first kit for 2023 would be my 100th finish. So that's kind of cool. I feel like I need to pick something super special as my 100th finish. So I don't know what that's going to be yet, but we'll see. I'm not like a crazy, I always get a lot of comments and I don't take them like in a bad way. So I'm sure you don't mean them that way, but I do get a lot of comments like, oh my gosh, you diamond paint so fast. Oh my gosh, how do you get so many finishes? And I don't think that they're like malicious intent. But I have pretty much given up all of my other hobbies in favor of diamond painting. So basically I just diamond paint. When I'm done with my chores or my household stuff during the weeknights, I sit down and diamond paint. You know, my boyfriend and I, we have our shows that we watch. We like to eat dinner together every night, but normally I'm getting in an hour or 2 of diamond painting a night. At the weekends when I finish my chores or I've run my errands or whatever, pretty much sitting down and diamond painting. So I do diamond paint a lot. It's not all I do. I do keep my house clean. I do work full time. But I do love my multi-placer. So that does help as well. I'm almost done. 3 colors left. Pretty ABs in this one. We have a red, a yellow, and a green. So yeah, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this kitting up. What I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna do just a few images of Neville while I finish up talking here. Just a couple so you guys can see him and yeah, he was so loved. He always will be. I will never, there's not a day that has gone by that I haven't thought about him. Like, it's just the little things too. Like, he always used to try to get out into our garage, so you kind of would always have to have something in your hand to like hold as you're opening the door so he wouldn't run out. So like after work it would be you know, my lunchbox. So like I keep just walking through the door with my lunchbox in my hand, and then I'm like, oh wait, I don't have to do that because Luna's not interested in the garage. So but yeah, he was just such a good kitty, so loved by all of us. I hope you enjoyed hearing about him a little bit. I hope I didn't go into too much detail. It wasn't my intent to upset anybody. Like I said, I know pet loss can be triggering to some. That was not my intent. So hopefully I didn't go too overboard, but I did feel like I wanted to talk about him. You guys are always so nice and understanding when I kind of talk about things in my life, and my life is my cats, and we will miss him very much. So I am done kitting up. I think there were like 50, I can't remember how many containers are in this Craftmate Lockables, but I only have 2 left, so that's good. I have one for trash. Really beautiful colors, lots of reds and oranges and greens. Really looking forward to working on this kit. I will of course have a post review up on it when I finish it. I hope you enjoyed today's whip and chat. I believe I'm 3 weeks in a row. I'm gonna try to keep it up. They are fun to film. It's just sometimes hard to set aside that time. But I again hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for listening to me ramble about my sweet Neville. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.